Guys, if you're a basketball player and you felt like your emotions just get the best of you sometimes, this is the video you want to watch. My name is Rob DeCibio. I went from barely playing at the Division III level as a freshman to scoring over 1,700 points, playing in the first season as a professional overseas, and now I'm playing in the Summer League. So I've had quite the journey, and my development had almost everything to do with how I trained my mind to become more disciplined, have a stronger work ethic, and more confident. This is going to be about dealing with emotions. The truth is that emotions determine decisions. If you felt like you're in a situation before when you're playing and something doesn't go your way, and it makes you feel frustrated or embarrassed, that can 1000% affect the decisions you make the next play. If you miss a shot and you feel embarrassment, well, you're going to hesitate on the next shot. If you get scored on, or if you make a mistake, a bad turnover, it's going to make you frustrated. And that could affect your decision making on defense. Maybe you commit a bad foul and get stuck in foul trouble. These are the things that we want to avoid. And the biggest principle that is key to understanding this and overcoming emotions is that you cannot control your emotions when they come up. You don't control the emotion, you control the response to the emotion. That's the biggest thing. You control your response to it. A lot of players automatically react in their head and they will use that emotion in a negative way. An example would be committing that frustration foul after you miss a shot or do something that you didn't like or that wasn't good for your team. And another principle with this is that every emotion can be used in a positive or a negative way. A positive emotion could be used in a positive way. You made a shot, you're feeling very confident. That emotion of confidence and excitement can carry over to the next play. Maybe you're more locked in and you take a heat check shot and it goes in. Well, that's a positive emotion leading to a positive outcome. A positive emotion could also lead to a negative outcome, though. Let's say you make a tough play and one, you're hype, and then that energy boils over and you commit a loose ball foul. Or you think you're about to get in your bag and you chuck up a bad shot early in the shot clock that wasn't good for your team. I'm sure you guys, if you've played long enough, this has happened either to you or to a teammate or someone on the opposing team. A negative emotion can also be used positively, and this is the key that we're going to try and tackle here because we always want to be positively reinforcing, whether it's with emotions or thoughts or anything. How does a negative emotion be used positively? Well, let's say you miss a shot that you know you should have made. It was wide open and you're frustrated. Well, instead of automatically reacting to what that emotion is, we know that now we can control our response. What's that differentiator between response? And in between those two things is being aware of what your emotion is. If I miss the shot and I'm totally unaware of my emotional state, but I'm just overwhelmed with this frustration, I go after the O board and I commit a foul, the example I said earlier. But if I'm aware, just for that split second, I can decide how I want to use that energy that the emotion brings. Energies, emotions can be broken down into energy in motion. One of the best things you could do is channel that energy. And when you break it down like that, any emotion, whether it's positive or negative, gives you an influx of energy in your body. Now it's up to you to figure out the response and how you use that emotion. If it's a negative thing that causes a negative emotion, a missed shot, frustration, I channel that into a sprint back on defense and loud communication. Or if I get beat on the defensive side of the ball, I sprint my lane on offense and transition. It's finding those little games within the game that are really going to help transform your mindset. And if you want to develop twice as fast with this, you should do it in your training. It's a perfect opportunity to do it. When every player gets shots up in some form or fashion. If you're serious about the game, you're probably going to get shots up. You're going to go get skill work in, do your work on the court. Well, think about and be aware of what emotions are coming up when you miss shots during practice. A lot of players think they should shoot 100% during practice. It's not a thing. I've been around some really great NBA guys and they miss for sure. They shoot 75, 80%, but there's still some missed shots in there. And that emotional reaction matters. If it's a reaction, then it snowballs into another miss, and you keep reinforcing that negative emotion of frustration or anger. If you're able to be aware of it and say, let me refocus on this next rep, then you stop that snowball effect. If you're able to get reps of doing that in your mind during practice, it's just anything else. It's going to become much easier during a game. That's what I want you guys to focus on. Couple principles. Emotions, are energy in motion. You can even take away the fact that they're positive or negative. It's just energy. Any emotion you feel is adding to that energy bank that you can use either positively or negatively. And the third thing is differentiating between the reaction and the response. An action after you feel something without the awareness is a reaction. But if you add that piece of awareness in, then it's a response because you are choosing how you want to use that energy. That's my tip for you guys today. If you're interested in learning more or working with me, just go to clutchmindbeatball.com. I can personally mentor you on this stuff and a bunch of other mental strategies and tactics and habits that I use to get to where I am. And if you're aspiring to play in college or professionally, I know they'll help you because they helped me. And there was nothing special about me other than the fact that I was eager to learn and wanted to work and was open-minded. If you have some of those qualities or you share some of that, click the link below. And I hope to talk to you soon. See you guys in the next one. Peace.